Hello. We are here to solve a problem using method of joints and using method of sections. So first, we will go to the method of joints. The problem states, determine the forces in each member using method of joints. The structure has 4 joints, namely joint A, joint B, joint C, and joint D. There are 2 external forces in the problem, namely the 70 kN east of joint A and 24 kN south of joint D. Thus, there is a hinge on the south of joint B and a roller on the south of joint C. So we will start at joint D. Sige. As you can see, there are 3 forces exerted from joint D, which is the 24 kN south of joint D, the AD force, and the CD force. To find the angle, we will use the tangent. The equation will be tangent theta equals 1.2 over 3.5. 1.2 is derived as the distance from A to C, and 3.5 is the distance from joint C to joint D. That the answer would be theta equals 18.92 degrees. So we will solve for the summation of forces along Y. The forces would be negative 24 kN plus AD sine 18.92 equals 0. We will transpose the 24 kN and divide both sides by sine 18.92. We will come up with AD equals 74.02 kN, which is a tensile force. Next, we will find the summation of forces along X. Negative CD minus AD cosine 18.92 equals 0. We will transpose the CD, which would be equal to 74.02 kN, which is the value of AD, times cosine 18.92. The value of CD would be 70.02 kN, which is a compressional force. So now we will solve for the forces at joint A, and we will start with summation of forces along x-axis. So, negative AB cosine 18.92 plus AD cosine 18.92 plus 70 kN equals to 0. So, we will come up with AB cosine 18.92 equals 70.02 plus 70 kN, both all over cosine 18.92. So now we will come up with the answer for AB with 148.02 kN, which is a tensile force. We will solve for the summation of forces along y-axis for the joint A. First, we will have AC minus AD sine 18.92 minus AB sine 18.92 equals to 0. We will come up with AC equals to 24 kN plus 48 kN, which is AC equals to 72 kN, which is a tensile force. We will now solve for the CB force. Here is our free body diagram for the CB force or the joint C. We will solve for the summation of forces along x-axis equals to 0, CD equals to CB, then CB is equals to 70.02 kN, which is a tensile force.
And now, let's go on to the method of section. The given problem is, determine the force in member AB, AC, and AP. As you can see, in the figure, there are hinges at point B and rollers at point C. There are forces acting on point A, which is 70 kN, and on point B, 24 kN. The distance between BC and CD are 3.5 given. And the distance from point A to point B is 1.2. In this figure, The figure is scattered into two. The first figure is scattered from the part of leaving three segments from B, point B, having segment AB, AC, which have a distance of 3.5 from point B to point C. In the second figure, scattered from the point A and point B, having the segment AB and have AB, AC, and CD and AB. On this figure, we can see the two forces acting on point A and point B. First, let's find the summation of moment on point A, which is equivalent to 0. So let's find out that the forces and the segments that don't act upon the point A. So given the 24 kilonewton, having the perpendicular distance of 3.5 plus CD, having the perpendicular distance from point A, 1.2 is equal to 0. So CD equals to negative 70,000 Newton. CD is equal to 70,000 Newton, or which has the tensile force, or 70 kilonewton with a tensile force. So let's go on the summation of force on X. Negative CD plus 70,000 or 70 kN minus AB cosine theta equals to 0. Cosine theta is equivalent to 3.5, the distance from point C and D, and the hypotenuse 3.7. Cosine theta is equivalent to 0.946. So let's go on. 70 kilonewton plus 70 kilonewton is equal to AB multiplied by quantity 0.946. So AB is equal to 140,000 or 140 kilonewton all over 0.946 is equivalent to 148,000 Newton or 148 kilonewton.
Now we go to the summation of forces in y-axis. So summation of forces in y-axis is equals to 0. Yeah. So negative 24 kilonewton minus AC minus AB multiplied to the quantity 1.2 over 3.7 is equals to 0. Then we'll come up to the answer AC is equals to negative 71,952 or negative 72 kilonewton, a tensile force. Next, summation of forces in x-axis is equal to 0, where CD is equals to CB, then 70 kilonewton plus CB minus CD minus AB multiplied to the cosine 18.92 minus AD multiplied to the cosine 18.92 is equals to 0, where AD is equals to 70 kilonewton minus 140 kilonewton divided by cosine 18.92. Final answer is negative 73.99 kilonewton or negative 74 kilonewton at tensile force.